Hey, don't worry. DedSec's here for you, mate.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Bucking Up, your pirate podcast source for your day entertainment. I'm Tash, and this time we're on a special show. Better known as Sirs. Why not? They're going to be listening. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organisation who uses its powers to stifle the shut down. So powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so Sirs doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation, and the only meaning that you will find in your life is to become part of the nation. What is the nation? The nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated by the leader that takes over, that claims that he, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people. He never does, it's just a myth, but that's what they go for. On that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of your life, from who you talk to where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends. And what we're seeing now is a contemporary iteration of this process where you get corporations and the state operating in tandem, basically but that isn't that rare. I mean, it's exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany. There were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do. That's the way in which they track who you talk to. They operate...
You've arrived at Westminster Abbey, final resting place of noted cousin fucker King Edward I.
Is that relevant, Bags?
It is if you're his cousin. Anyway, have a seat. I'll notify Malik you've arrived.
I have to walk away. I haven't slept in 76 hours. I can't do this.
You're just tired.
No, I'm afraid. I know who runs Zero Day, and I don't think I can beat her.
You don't have to. Just give me a name. I'm not asking, mate.
All right. I'm trusting you with this. My analysis indicates that Zero Day is led by the current director of SIRS counter-terrorism, Emma Child. Legend has it she's the reason that Gorbachev survived the coup in '91, but more than that, she's my friend. She mentored me through my first field assignment years ago.
Yeah, still reckon I can take her.
Wait. There's always a margin of error. If you go after Emma and I'm wrong, you'll have her and Zero Day to contend with. Confirm it's her before you do anything.
Yeah, we'll be careful.
Be right. Or we'll both be dead.
I hate to agree with a career snoop, but Malik's right. We need to tread carefully here. This is the head of SIRS fucking counter-terrorism we're moving against.
Yeah, for real. Emma Child's just a lead until we got something on her.
Okay, I can live with that. So how do we find her?
Bagley, filter those SIRS dossiers we stole and find names from Child's team. We can hack their comms and find out where she is.
Done.
Oh, aren't you clever? But we can't just wait around for them to slip up and blab Emma Child's location. We have to make them slip up and call a meeting with her. So we do something big, something old school DedSec. Really scare the shit out of them.
Emma Child is the head of SIRS Counter-Terror, which coordinates operations with Albion out of the old MI6 building. So, if we were to break in and leave a message that we know will get back to her...
Sounds wicked. Let's do it.
That is the old MI6 building, one of the most prominent intelligence organisations in the world. But now, thanks to SIRS taking over, the dark heart of every secret scheme and bloody coup in the whole of Europe. So, no huge difference, really.
Oh, fuck. I'm in the shit now.
Bagley, don't scare her. You just have to find the central server room and connect us. We'll do the rest. You've got this.
My God!
Something's got...
Deep breath.
Eyes open, weapons ready.
You can't hide from me!
I'm taking... Stick to procedure.
Where are you hiding?
That's the case file server there. Connect Bagley and we'll take care of it.
Got it.
Quick mission update, but you have to promise not to be mad.
I promised to punch you in your robot dick. How's that?
Well, since you didn't promise, I can't give you the details, but suffice to say there's an absolute piss monsoon of Albion goons heading your way.
I need cover!
You're in trouble now.
Done.
Holy shit. I'm just glad we're on the same side.
Brilliant. Now get out of there. We'll call on you when we've got something.
Look at that. Your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from Emma Child's organization than a nest of rowdy wasps.
Did that seem kind of fast to anyone?
Well, I may have sent everyone in Child's inner circle security footage of your little MI6 operation, just to speed things up a bit.
Is that safe bags?
No, not really. But then you're a violent insurgent who runs around in a colourful mask, punching mercenaries, stealing top-secret intelligence and driving through street cafes. Define safe.
Yeah, alright, fair. So, what's next?
A small group is meeting with Emma Child in a parking garage. They've switched off the CCTV cameras, but if you connect me to the building's CTOS hub, I can switch them back on, because I'm very clever.
Got us a plan. Let's go, yeah?
One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scared.
Target just went through a checkpoint. Over.
Keep you looking for more information. The second is that kind of environment favors sensationalism, and so you got more sensational
Any other patrols have eyes
more
on the suspect,
sensational
over?
stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept...
Negative. Suspect is gone. Issue an APW.
Investigation.
Threaten them or engage with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation. That's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody. All of the noise of all of the disinformation that's there. Like, you know, you'll remember Out on the Edges, there was this story about when they would take a house by force, they would take any infants and they would crucify them. And that's a great, fantastic, viral story. And how do you counter that story? With the truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course, no one wants to spread that story. No one wants to hear that story. They want to hear the sensationalism. They want to hear how people were victims of violence when in fact they weren't. Or they were victims of insurgent forces when in fact they weren't.
The news isn't neutral, it's a battleground. Here's media researcher and academic Alfie.
Hey, stop!
Reminder, this is the parking garage where Emma Child is meeting with her inner circle. Malik has asked that you confirm she really is in charge of Zero Day before we do anything. So try and hack the camera system to see if we can get a look at that meeting.
Stand down, mate.
Shit, I need help.
Target's unavailable. Initiating search.
Doing a sweep of the premises.
The golden corners.
It's too much of a coincidence. He slips away and our case server gets hit. Richard Malik is behind this.
I've got wetwork assets on standby, Mrs. Child.
Malik is dead the moment he surfaces.
What do you mean, the moment he surfaces? Are you telling me we have nothing?
Yes, ma'am. For lack of a better word, he's vanished. Hasn't been at work, hasn't been at home, hasn't bought anything with a card.
Of course he hasn't. He's not a moron. He knows our tools. We can't rely on filament. We have to use our fucking eyes and ears.
He may have left London. Perhaps he's hiding out in the country.
This is why all these excuses smell like horse shit.
We do have a supporting theory, Mum. We think Malik's been in contact with DedSec. It could be they're hiding him.
He's treating London like enemy territory. He's made contact with the local insurgency and got them working with him. So, here's what we're gonna do. Reallocate all resources to the DedSec file. If we shake that tree long enough, Malik's bound to fall out.
Do your fucking jobs. Get out there and kill some terrorists.
time codes.
Bagsy, get Malik, will you?
He's not answering.
Wanker. Fine, then I'm going in.
Shit, you're right. Go. This might be our only chance.
Emma Child just opened a secure optic link to the Home Secretary. If you